We're back to the Total Tutor Show, powered by the Simply G Media Celebrity segment. Again, you can go to my website, totaltutor.net, for more information. Twitter, Total Tutor, Neil S. Haley, Facebook, and also LinkedIn, Neil Haley, and simplyg.com to learn more about GJ Reynolds, the playful and powerful warrior. And I'm a huge fan of America's Got Talent. And this band went pretty far in the whole competition, so I'm going to welcome the program John from Reverse Order. John, thanks for calling, man.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us specifically the experience of where did you go, I guess the whole thing about being a finalist in America's Got Talent, and then how it's kind of launched your career.
America's Got Talent was an amazing experience for us, and it all started with, we didn't actually audition for the show. They had found us through YouTube, and the producers asked us to be on it. So we were thrilled from the start, and when we got there, we were spending 8 days working with some of the greatest music producers and vocal coaches that exist, and being able to perform in front of 10 million people live, it's just, it's one of those things you never actually think is going to happen, but it finally does. And through that, we were able to open up our doors to the music industry so much more. What first happened is we started playing on the High School Nation tour, and what we did is we just performed shows in high schools during lunchtime. And when we were doing that, we started realizing a lot of students coming up to us and talking to us about different things that were going on in their lives, how they were bullied, how some of them, had thought about committing suicide. And from that, we really decided to sit down and create Reverse the Trend, which is our anti-bullying program. And now what we do is we go to schools all over the country and we talk to the kids from personal experience, how we were bullied in school and outside of school, and how we overcame it in a safe and productive way. And a lot of what really gets them is America's Got Talent's huge, but once we were off of it, you see so much hate come through the internet on the YouTube videos. We had people telling us that we should kill ourselves, that we should never play music again, over just performing on TV. So that was really a strong outlet for us to start and bring Reverse the Trend across the country.
Well, absolutely, and again, you had the success at America's Got Talent. You became a known commodity after that by playing different places, and you found out this is truly a need. This is something we gotta figure out a way of stopping, and through this process, Reverse Trend was founded, and you see how you're kind of paying it forward in so many ways.
Yeah, and it's really been a great experience because we do have people write into us, students and schools, different people who said, I was in the hospital at this time, but your music helped me through it, or your message helped me through it. And we always make it a point to keep in touch with people on our Facebook. We're not one of those bands who never answers. We always answer every message, so people always come to us for advice or if they're feeling down, and we do our best to show them that there is a point for them being here and that it is a positive, life, and it can be for them too.
Okay, we're talking to John from Reverse Order, America's Got Talent finalist 2012, and we're learning about specifically the whole thing about Reverse Trend. Now, so you're going to schools and talking about it in specific ways. Who's helped you with this whole Reverse Trend thing? Have you gotten a lot of schools to partner with you?
We have had a lot of schools, especially in Long Island, that have been helping us with this. A big person has been my mom. She sends out tons of emails every day. She does everything for us all the time. We're all extremely grateful for that. And my brother's in the band. So it's really been my whole family has been behind pushing this. The band's been behind it, the schools. And we've had some other people approach us, some private investors who are looking to help us further the message because they know it's such a good cause.
Well, absolutely. And you guys firsthand dealt with this. And what types of bullying did you deal with as a band, or I guess yourself, when you went to school that you wish that wouldn't happen and that kids don't have to go through nowadays?
We all have different stories. Cruz, our drummer, he had the story of where he was the new kid in town. He was into comic books and cards. He didn't play any sports, and he had to kind of overcome the kids picking on him because he didn't really fit in. Drew, our guitar player, he was the band geek. He also weighed a lot more, so people would pick on him for his size and the different things he was into. Personally, mine had always been the way I dressed because I always dressed different from the crowd. I always wore, before tight jeans were popular, that's what I would wear and all that fun stuff. And as a band, it's just been on the internet, so much cyberbullying because people can hide behind the wall. Like I said, the America's Got Talent, people telling us we should never play music again. And there's a lot of that stuff that always comes in, but luckily we've had such a great support group for us that it doesn't affect us.
But it could affect you if you didn't have that support group. So what kind of strategies do you teach with a reverse trend, especially when you're going out and talking to kids at schools and stuff about the dangers of bullying and really how we have to kind of develop a community in a lot of ways?
One of the main things we talk about, because like you said, when we were younger, we really didn't have that support in place yet, and we all kind of found music as our support. So we tell the kids that the first thing you need to do is just find something that you can focus on that's positive, whether it's sports or music or art, just something that you can focus on and put all that hate and bad energy into to really create something positive that you enjoy. And the next thing is to always find somebody you can talk to, whether it's a friend or a teacher or a parent, just someone who you can express how you're feeling and someone who can be there to comfort you through that.
Absolutely, and that's the key component in so many ways, is to basically have those support groups in place and stuff. And do you work with the bully as well and kind of understand why sometimes they go and do things that are really not right, and maybe they don't know how much they're hurting someone?
We do work on that, but our main thing is really focusing on the people who are being bullied, because it's a lot harder to change a bully's mind, but it's easier to make someone believe they're worth it and to be there for them, to support them. Like I said earlier, we always are in touch with our fans. If someone messages on Facebook, we're their support, and we offer that to everybody who does see us and everybody who is at these events.
So tell us a message you want to give our listening audience, especially kids out there that are going to listen to this podcast, about specifically if they're being bullied, what should they do?
If you're being bullied, make sure you find someone you can really talk to. If it's us or a parent, we're always available on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/reverseorder. If you need to talk to us, we're always there. And just find something positive you can focus on in your life, whether it's art or sports, just something you truly enjoy that you can focus on that instead of the bullying.
Because a lot of times the people that are bullying, even though they might be popular, they chose to do this because they're jealous of you, or they wish that they had the idea that it's okay to be different. And as a society in high school, John, we don't believe that it's okay to be different. We don't believe in middle school it's okay to be different. Mm-hmm. And the problem is that the people that are different are the success makers later in life.
Exactly. That's what's so great about having a parent as a support, or even us, because we realize now that being different and being the ones who were into music and all that back then really is what brought us to this point. So when kids talk to us, we could say, hey, yeah, you may be coming across different in school right now, but that's great. Once you're older, people are going to be so jealous of how much you can accomplish.
Exactly, and it's too bad, and I think that as a society in general, when we look at, John, the fact that education is not a huge importance to lots of high school kids, and being intelligent is considered a curse in certain aspects, because so it's okay to be dumb, it's okay to do this stuff, but then when they find out after high school, that's truly not the case in so many ways. So, John, what's your ultimate goal with the foundation? Where do you want to see it go?
We really want to see it to where we can just take this across the country and just really make a difference in people's lives. It's always such a good feeling when someone comes up to us and says that we've helped them. So we want to try to grow Reverse the Trend as big as it can, get into as many different events in schools as we can, so that we can make a positive difference in as many people's lives as possible.
Well, that's fantastic. And with the experience of America's Got Talent, what would you say ultimately, watching a lot of the newest America's Got Talents, to give those people out there that want that dream, that want to try to go on America's Got Talent, do you recommend they try this?
I would definitely recommend they try it. So many people go into it thinking, there's thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people. How can I get picked? And, we had thought that for a while, but we were one of the people on the show, and it can actually happen. And if you go up there, do your best, do what you want to do, America will appreciate it.
Absolutely. That's so true. And that's the thing. America votes for this. It's not, I mean, you do have the judges, but the key thing is that the listeners, I mean the viewers, are the ones that make that choice, and that helped you a lot in your process. Is there anything you regret at America's Got Talent that you would have done differently to maybe go further in the competition?
I think the final song choice, we might have chose something slightly different. We had backstage, we had run through a couple different ideas. But other than that, I think we went in there, we put our heart and soul into it, and we did what we did best, and that's perform music.
And how about after being on the show? How much are you recognized in certain places, and still people say, "I remember you"?
Yeah, it's actually surprising. We didn't expect that after the fact. But there's been times where we've just been working in regular places because when we're home from Reverse the Trend, we keep part-time jobs, and people will come in and be like, "You look familiar from somewhere." I'm like, "Well, have you seen America's Got Talent?" I'm like, "Yep, that's it. I saw you guys. You're in a band."
And you capitalized on that. And goal as musicians, where do you want to see yourselves go as musicians? Where do you?
We'd really like to be able to do this successfully. We have been on some tours around the country, which is nice. We release all our music on iTunes, and right now we're at that. We're just starting to come above that break-even point. So we are making progress, and we'd really like to make this a full-time thing.
Well, I wish you all the luck. I think that you definitely will have that opportunity someday to get there. Again, it's just keep persevering, and especially by having this giving portion, by helping kids fight the bullying trend and eliminate it is a fantastic thing. So, John, where can we find information on you, purchase your music, and learn more about you?
You can get all of our music on iTunes. It is available there. Just search Reverse Order. And if you'd like, please connect with us on Facebook.com/reverseorder and Twitter.com/reverseorder.
Absolutely. The social media, that's the way that you can go viral. YouTube, that's how we can go viral. So you keep up the good work, and I know that you'll do great things. And I'm so glad to know, even though you guys are chasing after your dream, you're thinking of kids. Because that's the key thing, that a lot of times recording artists or celebrities in some sort of way, they make the mistake that they choose to forget about others and just go after that dream, and understand that paying it forward is an important thing. So, John, thanks for calling, and best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care. You're listening to the Total Tutor Show, powered by the Beach Lifestyle Celebrity segment on the Simply G Media Network, and we'll be back in just a moment.